Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I think we need to do, there's a little feedback. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That was better.
You know what? I think we need to pull the speakers forward a little bit.
I'll pull myself forward.
No, you have to get
We'll need behind
the
it.
feedback. We need to be behind it.
Okay. So, I don't know if you noticed we're not in the sanctuary. Just in case. Really, we're not in the sanctuary. And let me tell you a little bit about why. And we are getting some more chairs for those of you who are coming in. Tonight, we celebrate confirmation. And when we celebrate confirmation, which is the Shabbat that we honor our 10th grade students, we give them a lot of agency over what and how their Shabbat service might look like. And when we were in discussion about their service, they had a lot of very clear ideas of what it could look like.
I just unplugged
And, I think I lost my microphone.
That's all right.
Hold on.
Go ahead, pull. There's plenty.
Is that
of
one?
pull.
Oh. I'll talk very loud. Can you hear me? Okay. So, the first and most important thing they wanted, which we really could not accommodate, was, they wanted to have a service outside, in the grass, in a circle, in a campfire. And that sounded pretty incredible. And we really tried to figure that out. And we thought about locations all over our property. We have many acres. And then we realized we didn't know how to bring the sound out there. We didn't know what to do about chairs. We didn't know what to do about those who didn't walk so well, all of those things. And then we also looked at the bulk of this week's weather report, and we realized we live in Cleveland. So what we could accommodate were the goals of the service, which is to be uniquely them, a little more informal, a little more casual, and feeling connected, feeling like we were hanging out together, getting to know each other, and really in a shared, friendly space. So it is beautiful out. Our grounds are still very muddy, so we're not going to sit outside. But I know by the end of the service, we will all feel more connected. We will all feel like we have spent invaluable time together. And I lost my microphone again. It's okay. So in order to do that, we are here in the garden room in this beautiful space in our synagogue, and we will be led in very large measure by our confirmation class of 2023. And we are going to first set our space, make this a holy space, a sanctuary. So I want to ask everyone to take a deep breath in and hold it for just a moment and release. Start to just let go of the week, of whatever was too busy or too much, kept you up at night, was stressful, all of the above. And take one more deep breath in. And release. Feel your shoulders relax just a little bit more. And with this last breath, breathe one more deep breath in and just feel the beauty of Shabbat and release. And we are going to begin singing Ma Yafeh Hayom, which is on page 10.
Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Maya Hayom, Shabbat Shalom.
We turn now to kindling our Shabbat candles. It's my pleasure to ask Cameron Bressler and Isaac Van to come forward. They will kindle the Shabbat candles and offer the Kiddush beginning on page 3. If it is your tradition to light Shabbat candles at home, there are sets of candles in the back of the garden room. Please feel free to head on back. I know it's a little tight in here, but please feel free to do so.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikraye kodesh, zecher letziad mitzrayim, ki banu b'chad V'atanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchalta. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. L'chaim. My pleasure to invite Rafi Menlowitz to come forward for our opening reading.
We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories, glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God.
For each prayer, our students have written an interpretation for the prayer they studied, so they're going to be teaching us about the prayers in the service.
Technically, the Barhu is a call to prayer. It is the pre-prayer. The Barhu is an attempt to bring everyone together and unify everyone in prayer. It is supposed to bring everyone to attention. The Barhu is a call and response. The reason for saying the prayer could be to initiate the mindset of concentrated and communal prayer. The Barhu is also a sign of respect for a higher being. The actions of standing while reciting it or bending at the knees are signs of respect. Another reason, other than a call to attention, is to recognize the holiness of the prayer and the service. The reason for the call to prayer is to bring everyone together. An excerpt of My People's Prayer Book by Elliot Dorff talks about how the call to prayer is there to center us together in prayer. In modern times, this can be applied in an effort to remind us of togetherness. It can be used in times of craziness to calm us down. Please rise as able for Barhu on page 28.
Hang on. Now you. One more time, roll. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
The next prayer is Ma'ariv Aravim. The theme of this prayer is remembering to celebrate the little things. This prayer is very beautiful and is mainly sung just to celebrate the sunsets. It is an important reminder that at the end of every day, there is a bit of beauty and that it is very good to reflect on it. This can be very good for one's mental well-being. If you're ending every day being thankful and remembering to admire something, you may go to sleep happier. For me, going to sleep happier and less stressed is very important. I think my own sleep schedule, as well as my mental health, would improve significantly. All in all, this prayer is quite beautiful, and I think it means a lot to the Jewish people as well as to me as an individual. Please turn to page 31. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim bechachma
Sharim,
Bina mashana itim umachalim et hazmanim usader et hakovim mishmerotehem barakia kirsono Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or,
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil bein yom ubein laila,
Adonai tzevaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
Okay, everyone be quiet. When I realize
Just move that down so that you can see your hands.
that people all over the world believe the Shema, I think of this quote. There is something so unbelievably refreshing about meeting individuals who are on the same life frequency as you. Everything feels effortless and natural. You just vibe. It's beautiful. Now we must believe in the wisdom and guidance God gives us.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Right up by your mouth.
Micha Mocha is a prayer about redemption. The prayer thanks God for giving the Israelites redemption after slavery in Egypt. When we sing this prayer, I think it is important to think about what redemption means. Redemption literally means the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. I think Micha Mocha symbolizes not only the redemption of the Israelites, but the redemption of yourself. This prayer helps me remember that it was always important to try to become a better person through Tikkun Olam, repairing the world, and spreading redemption. We continue with singing Micha Mocha on page 40.
Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha nedar ba'kodesh, Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Nora tehilot oseh peleh, Adonai yimloch leolam vaed. Yailai. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Ya la 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 la.
The Hashkivenu is a special prayer. Following my interpretation, we will sing together on page 42. This prayer of protection is a shield to keep us safe. The reason we say this prayer is to ask God to defend us from anything that hurts us. Instead of looking at the big picture and how many people need protection, I think it is powerful if we consider of one area that needs protection. I'm focused on me and my community because I can influence that better than the world. Even though everyone says we need to take care of each other, how can we do that if people are struggling mentally and physically? So I believe we need to come first care for a closer community. It's like a branch of a tree that is closer to a trunk getting its nourishment first. When we care for each other and provide protection, we are helping to become an Eitz Chaim, a tree of life, giving literally and metaphorically to each other.
Hashkifenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Shield us from compassion and trust. Hashkifenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Save us for the sake of name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkifenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Lechaim, lechaim.
On page 44, Vishamru. It's a song that celebrates Shabbat, celebrates our observance of Shabbat. It's my pleasure to invite our class to come forward to lead this song along with Deb. It is a very fun song. There are some motions. If you'd enjoy doing them with us, please do so.
Whoops, hang on. Mic drop, right? Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat v'inafash, Shabbat v'inafash, Shabbat v'inafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
The tefillah, also known as Amidah, is a central prayer in Jewish tradition that consists of 19 blessings. Its theme is centered around expressing gratitude and requesting divine intervention in various aspects of life, such as health, livelihood, redemption, and peace. The prayer is said multiple times a day as a means of connecting with God and affirming one's faith. It serves as a reminder of the importance of prayer, gratitude, and connections to the divine in daily life. It brings me a sense of peace, comfort, and gratitude, as well as a sense of belonging and connection to a shared history and tradition. Tefillah makes me feel connected to God and my spiritual community. At this time, I ask my confirmation class to join me to lead the tefillah together. We all rise in body or spirit on page 46.
Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sfatai Tita. Ananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sfatai Tita. Ananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sfatai Tita. Ananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekoneh Hakol Vezocher Chasdei Avot Beimahot Umevi Geula Livnei Bneihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Chozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia Mechakel chayim bechesed Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim berofech cholim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha ba'al gevurot Umidom elach Melech meimit umechayeh Umatmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ukedoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. In every service, there is a prayer for giving thanks. Here is my interpretation of the prayer called Modim. This prayer's main theme is thanking God for life in general. It is similar to the prayer Modeh Ani, which you say in the morning. They both appreciate life through God, giving a purpose to people and thankfulness for being. It gives you an opportunity to reflect and be thankful for what you have and how you got it. Saying thank you is important in my life, not to get complacent and take things for granted. From a granola bar in the morning, to someone opening the door for you, or to someone giving up their time to help you out. Gratitude is important as it can change who you are as a person, so you give back to people.
my pleasure to ask Aaron Stewart Oppenheimer to share his reading.
A Shalom Rav is a prayer that's about peace. I think the rabbis made it because there was too much violence and they hope for peace. We still say it because there are so many people that are prone to violence. We sing Shalom Rav together. Shalom Rav.
Page 16.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha
Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Ki hatahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki hatahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol hetu v'chol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
When we hear the words Mishaberach, we often think of the prayer for healing, but the words Mishaberach really literally mean may the one who is blessed. And so we can say a Mishaberach for those who need healing, and we can say a Mishaberach when we are celebrating. And so tonight we'll do both. We'll say a Mishaberach to celebrate, and we'll say a Mishaberach for healing. First, we'll celebrate. So it's my pleasure, because not only do we have confirmation, we also have a wedding blessing. And so it is my pleasure to invite forward Liz Arusumayin and Tyler Rosner. They are getting married tomorrow, and they're here and surprisingly calm, maybe just on the outside. You guys come stand here. I lost my pocket. Okay. Makor, O God, divine source of love, we come before you on this Shabbat in gratitude for the loving, the caring, and the commitment that brings Liz and Tyler to the eve of their wedding day. It's taught from every human being there rises a light that reaches straight to the heavens. When two souls are destined to be together, their streams of light flow together, and a single brighter light goes forth from their united being. The brightness of your love is indeed a beacon. And to go off script for just a moment, given the weather forecast that was for this weekend, indeed really is rising light. Tyler and Liz, on this Shabbat, as you prepare to enter the chuppah, the wedding canopy, tomorrow night, may you know much joy and gladness throughout your years together. May each passing year of your life together provide you with new ways to challenge each other, new delights to share, new heights to aspire, and strength of spirit for times of sorrow and hardship. May your lives together be filled with delight, with laughter, with unending devotion for one another, and may you be blessed with happiness with love, and with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, God, for this opportunity to celebrate together. And blessed are you, God, for all the joyful moments we as a community get to watch and for the joy of this loving couple. Amen. And I think this deserves a Shehechianu. So we should say that together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech
okay, you don't have to
haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu latzman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Ah, 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 amen.
We offer blessings also for those who are struggling. And so we turn to our healing prayer, another type of Mishaberach. If you need the words, they're in the middle of page 253. And we offer our prayer for healing for those whom we love who are struggling, whether it be a struggling for physical healing, for mental healing, for spiritual struggle, for any of those struggles in life. As my hand passes over the congregation, I invite you to share aloud the names of loved ones who are in need of healing on this Shabbat. And I hope if you are at home that you will share the names of loved ones in the chat. We share the names that have been said out loud along with the names that reside in our heart as we sing our healing prayer together.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Yisheberach imotenu, makor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We take a few moments now for silent prayer and reflection.
say the word of my mouth, and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, oh God, my rock and my redeemer, my rock.
She's already on her way up, but it is an honor for me to ask our Director of Lifelong Learning, Rabbi Shauna Nair, to join me up here because one of the hallmarks of confirmation is to have an opportunity to share a special ritual to honor our confirmation, our confirmands. And so Rabbi Shauna and I spend time every year thinking about who this class is, who our individual class is, because they're unique every year. And it's not often that your confirmation class is made up entirely of boys. And that presents its own unique challenge. And it is also not often for me that your class has your child in it, which has its other unique challenge. And so this class has been really special. And so we have words to share individually. We have some a chart. To say it again. They're very different when they're with you than they are with us. Let's just say that. We have special words for each of you individually. We're going to talk. Rabbi Shauna is going to speak to 4 of you. I'm going to speak to 4 of you. And then we have part of your gift. So, Rabbi Menachem Mendel teaches, to be kind is more important to be right. Many times what people need is not a brilliant mind that speaks, but a special heart that listens. While each of you is brilliant in your own way, the 8 of you are truly unique individuals, very different from one another. Yet what we determined is that there is one thing that you all have in common, and that is a kind heart that desires to make the world better. Cameron, there's a clause from Psalm 89 that teaches, the world is built with kindness. Olam chesed yibaneh. The world built suggests the world of kindness. The word, I'm going to start over. The word built suggests the world of kindness on earth is not created by a single utterance. Rather, it is built like one built house. Good deed by good deed, person by person. Cameron, you are naturally a builder of kindness. You are easy to be around. You are considerate. You are a team player. Cameron, our world needs a lot of kindness. We need a lot of building. It's likely to be at times hard to be a builder of kindness. And even when you are tired, even when you feel the pull of other influences, don't stop building. You are so needed to build this world of kindness. Rafi. I don't think it's on. No, it is.
That helps. It's the in-person version of you're muted. Rafi, Rabbi Nachman of Bratislav said, let the good in me connect with the good in others until the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. Rafi, you are someone whose natural tendency is to see the good in others. You do not judge those who are different from you. You try to understand another's point of view, and you focus on what connects us rather than divides us. We need more people like you in our world. If more people were like you, our world would be filled with less anger, hate, and divisiveness. Instead, there would be more compromise, accomplishment, and understanding. I hope that you will continue to connect to the good in you with the good in others and teach by your example the way to a more peaceful world.
Daniel, I remember way back in elementary school, we're talking about homework, and I think it was piano lessons. I'm not sure. You were a very serious student, and you were a serious learner. You loved to learn. To this day, you remain a serious student. You are also a thoughtful friend and a family member. And I am reminded of a story about the famous Rabbi Hillel. Once a student came to Rabbi Hillel and demanded that he teach him the whole Torah on one foot. And Hillel stood, I'm going to try to do it. And Hillel stood on one foot and replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another. That is the whole Torah. Go and study it." Daniel, I love this teaching for you. As an excellent student, I know that you will continue to grow and learn in all areas of your life, and at the same time, incorporate this beautiful teaching seamlessly into your life as well.
Zachary, Albert Einstein taught, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. You, like Einstein, are brilliant because, like Einstein, you never stop questioning. You question why things are the way they are, or should be that way. You question how things could be different or better. You question what is missing and what is needed. You question what things mean to you and what they mean to others. All of this questioning leads to you opening your heart and mind to what could be and how we can get there. Never stop questioning. That is how you will change the world.
Jesse, I'm gonna use this for a sec. Jesse, I'm having a little technical issue. Rabbi Harold Kushner lived by the motto, when you are kind to others, it not only changes you, it changes the world. Jesse, I've watched you with your brothers, yes, both of them, and with your family. You are thoughtful and caring. And when we were learning to lobby and advocate in DC, your sense of justice and righteousness was inspired by kindness. Jesse, as you strive to do good in the world, remember what Rabbi Kushner taught. Rabbi Kushner, even when he was a famous rabbi and author, he still lived a life of kindness. For example, whenever he made personal appearances all over the United States, he was unfailingly kind to the drivers that were hired to bring him to his speaking engagements. And these drivers remembered him even decades later, and they offered notes of condolences about how much that meant to them when he died last week. Jesse, your kindness will continue to change you and the world.
Aaron, we learn in the Torah, in fact, from your bar mitzvah portion, tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. Since I have known you, Aaron, you have had an innate sense of justice, a belief in what is fair. I am fairly certain you were born with it. On a large scale, you believe in equal rights for everyone, regardless of race, nationality, gender, sexuality, or economic status. On a much smaller scale, you believe that everyone should be treated fairly at all times and that people shouldn't be put into categories because of who they are on the outside. And what I am most impressed by is your ability to see the need for certain things that may not matter to you because they are important to others. Aaron, through your sense of fairness, may you continue to pursue justice and peace.
Eli. Aaron, you can go ahead and say
okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon, I
Eli.
promise.
Oh, Eli. One of my earliest memories of you, Eli, is I believe during services in the first couple of years after I had begun working here. Some of you may remember this. You were sitting in the first row of the sanctuary. You were not as strong as you are now. Somehow you managed to turn yourself around so you could see everyone in the congregation, and you waved and smiled and winked at everyone. Your smile was then, as it is now, full of mischief, persistence, and joy. I once read, Eli, that joy is God's smile. Thank you, Eli, for bringing your joy into the world. Your joy is a kindness that our world needs more of. May the joy that you naturally radiate be a light for your path as you go and grow forward.
Isaac. There was a reading in Gates of Prayer that taught, an artist in the course of painting will pause, lay aside the brush, step back from the canvas, and consider what needs to be done, what direction is to be taken. So does each of us pause to reflect as we hope to make our lives a work of art. Help us turn back to the canvas of life to paint a portrait of our highest selves. Isaac, I am always impressed by your boundless creativity. You have so many ideas that no one else could possibly think of. And what impresses me even more is that you use this gift of creativity to think of ways to improve what is broken in our world. You have a kind heart, and when you see something that could be better, you want to make it so. May you continue to paint a beautiful self-portrait with all your creative good deeds. Before the establishment of the state of Israel, the generous and gregarious Rabbi Abraham Isaac Cook would greet everyone he encountered with the words, Shalom Aleichem, peace be with you. Once he was asked how he managed to love all people equally. He explained, Jews speak of a sin called sinat chinam, baseless hatred. It happens when a person hates without a real reason for hating. But, he continued, today more than ever, we need a new mitzvah, a new good deed, a new commandment we could call ahavat chinam, baseless love. That is showing kindness to another, whether or not we agree with them, whether or not we even like them. Those who truly seek peace must practice ahavat chinam. Tonight, we are going to present each one of you with a kindness keychain. Vanna over here will pass them out to reference for the parents, not the confirmands. Yeah, Rabbi Vanna. There we go. I did not. That was totally unintended. They are to remind you to share your own unique brand of kindness always, to practice ahavat chinam, and to bring your own little piece of peace into this world. We wish you all mazal tov. Okay. And speaking of kindness, one of the kindest people I know is our president, Lori Rosenberg. And it is my pleasure to call her up here because she has a presentation for you. Because, one present's never enough.
Throughout our STKA community, near and far, our congregants are welcoming Shabbat with candle blessings and with Kiddush. With the Kiddush cup reminds us the sanctity of this day and the holiness of Shabbat. Tonight, we sanctify the holiness of this moment in your lives, your confirmation. May these gifts of surprise Kiddush cups be used throughout your life to sanctify your practice of Shabbat, holy days, and special life cycle events. May these gifts remind you of the friends you've made, the honors you've received, the funny moments you've shared, the lessons you've learned, and the experiences you've had. Most importantly, it is that here at Suburban Temple Kol Ami is where you began to see, understand, and formulate your Jewish identity and all that will grow out of it. It is my honor on behalf of the Board of Trustees and with the graciousness of Kol Nashim, the women of Suburban Temple, that we present a Kiddush cup to each of you.
You'll be getting those in 1 minute because I have more to say. I'm never quite done. Confirmands, you have honored us tonight in so many ways, and now we would like to honor you. In a moment, in addition to the gift you're holding in your hand, and the gift that Lori just told you about, you will receive a certificate. It is signed by Rabbi Van, by me, by Brett Shankman, and by Lori Rosenberg. It is a symbol that you have achieved, that what you have achieved. We're going to try that sentence again. I'm going to buy a vowel. It is a symbol of what you have achieved and how proud your temple is of you. And it is not just your temple family who is proud of you today. We know that your parents are kvelling as well. And tonight we want to publicly thank them for being partners in your Jewish education, for bringing you to our tent all of these years, or religious school before our tent started, encouraging you to continue past B'nai Mitzvah, and encouraging you to continue past confirmation. I'm making an assumption, and generally letting you know that this is important and should be a priority. You and we could not have done it without them. So tonight we are going to ask them to bless you. In a moment, I will call each of you by name. As I do, please rise. You will accept your gift from Lori, and then you will turn to face the congregation. After that, I will ask the parents to rise. Cameron M. Bressler. Daniel M. Lust. Raphael B. Menlowitz. Jesse L. Nathanson. Zachary S. Nathanson. Aaron S. Oppenheimer. Eli A. Silver. Isaac S. Van. Parents of the confirmands, you may now rise. You were all given a blessing before the service started. I'll pick those up later. Please read together. We pray that the next stage of Jewish life and study for you will be marked by continued meaning and growth. As Abraham and Sarah had the courage to march forward in the name of God, Torah, and Israel, so may you walk boldly now in the direction of our people's age-old values and ideals. We know that you will represent our community with distinction as you embrace the sacred responsibilities of an adult in our community. May you always know the support of loving family and wise teachers. May you, like so many in our tradition before us, ask questions, seek out answers, and come to further develop a Jewish identity that will be your own. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehechianu, V'kiyamanu, V'higianu, Lazman Hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. And together we all say, Amen. We're going to ask the rest of the congregation to rise as able, to turn to page 283 as our service continues with Alenu. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
Banachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu benemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. We continue with our memorial meditation. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people that I've known or loved. If you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. We continue now with remembering those who have been taken most recently from our temple family in the last 30 days, Marion, Constance, Ambus. And we mark those whose yahrzeits fall on this Shabbat: Harvey Barnard, Howard I. Bloomfield, Harry Cohn, Henry G. Dettelbach, Jean Newman Friedman, Hilda Frauenthal Gears, Samuel Glassman, Adolph E. Goldhammer, Saul S. Goldstein, Dorothy L. Goldston, Nancy Grunsweig, Samuel Grunsweig, Babette Sartorius Hirsch, Cleone Loeb Kahn, Lois Lazarus, Betty Solomon Loveman, Ursula Malecki, Robert A. Moritz, Sally Lou Fox Moritz, Ethel Polster, Chaim Riff, Adelaide Rubin, Relinda Schneiderman, Pearl Mark Shook, Alex L. Siegel, Peppy Wiesenberger. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 284. 94. Is that the right page? Oh. 294. We rise in body or in spirit. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, B'alma Divra Chirute, V'amlich Malchute, B'chaye Chon of Yomechon, Uvchaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach leolam almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudesha barechu. Le'ilal min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechamata da'amiran b'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and give comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, amen. Please be seated. We can't all be perfect, and I realize that I forgot to ask Tracy Messer to come forward to share a few words of announcements and blessings. So, announcements and greetings, rather. I believe so. I do, right here.
Well, first of all, congratulations to our confirmands and their parents. You designed confirmands a wonderful service, and while I miss being in front of a fire when we could have s'mores as part of the oneg, you did an excellent job, and congratulations to your parents, and of course to the rabbis and Deb. And always thanks to the wonderful STKA staff. Okay, so for announcements, on Friday, May 12th, is the celebration of the Learning Shabbat service. We'll be honoring our tent teachers and learners and madrichim, and we'd love to see all of you here for a special service. Did we mention that there'd be an ice cream truck? Mark your calendars. We would like to thank STKA member Ro Green, who will be awarded an honorary doctoral degree from Kent State University on May 12th. Also, we're celebrating Israel's birthday with STKA members and the Shavah Band. The Shavah Band are 8 musicians with disabilities who performed on season 6 of Rising Star in Israel and became superstars. They united Israel and the world in support of inclusion and are performing on Tuesday, May 9th at 7:30 p.m. at the Ohio Theater. Tickets are available through Temple Times, and the cost is $12 per ticket. And finally, Rise and Shine tomorrow for our littlest members, open to the right. You know, it's catching this sentence stuck thing. Rise and Shine tomorrow for our littlest members and open to the community is Saturday, May 6th at 10:30 a.m. at the Orange Library. Stories, music, and fun activities with Rabbi Van, Rabbi Shana, and Maggie Wise. Please email or speak with Rabbi Shana to register. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are going to close out our service with a closing song, and then our benediction and motzi. Following motzi, we have a special expanded kiddush in honor of our confirmands with cake and fruit and challah, and I know they're very excited about that. So our closing song is Od Yavo Shalom, and I think I need to look it up for you. Od Yavo Shalom. And this is a song that is very catchy if you don't know it. So I am going to ask if you rise in body or spirit.
253, maybe 353. I hear 350. Page 353. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam. Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, Salam. 2, 3, 4. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Oyavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha bichunecha.
May the light of God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Is Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom ve'yasem lecha shalom.
May God lift up each one of us, and may God bring us shalom, peace, and wholeness.
Amen. Okay. Your bread is out there, I promise. This is so that we can share it with our Zoomers out there. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
B'te'avon, Shabbat Shalom, everyone,
Shalom.
and Mazel Tov to our confirmands.